Hey, AI this, AI that. I absolutely adore and love AI. I think we should always all be using AI, and I think that it's making our life better and easier already, okay? When you're applying AI to real estate decisions in the Dubai market, here's a few things you want to complement the research that you're doing using AI. All right, guys, welcome back. Look, I love AI. I've been talking about this for a very long time. I don't know if you remember this when we used to buy actual physical tickets to be able to travel anywhere. And then post 2003 or 2002, you could buy tickets online and everything became super fun and easy. And I've been talking about this, that look, the work that a lot of times agents do, most likely things will get automated at some stage. AI is going to make that faster, better, people get better service, so on and so forth. So I like AI a lot, but when you're using AI to make decisions, there's a few things you want to keep in, check, okay? Everything is not just based on numbers, okay? So it's not only numbers. There are some qualitative differences. And I'll give you an example, okay? There are some qualitative differences that will not be very apparent even to the AI engines today. I think in a couple of years, 2 years time, 1 year time, those qualitative aspects will also be there, because as my video gets uploaded, what I know, what is my opinion, my knowledge gets uploaded, and other people are going to start using it. AI engines all over the world will be able to upload it, okay? But here's the thing in Dubai, like let's say for instance, if AI looks at a certain area and tells you that in this region it's 1200 per square foot, and in this region it's 1400 per square foot, and then he uses a few other things to say that this is a good investment compared to this, because the supply here is less compared to the supply here, okay? So then you start thinking, okay, this makes sense, this makes no sense, right? But now I'm going to add to you ground knowledge, okay? What you're missing out is that this master development is done by a private developer. This is done by the government of Dubai. Big difference, okay? Big difference, okay? This one today has literally very less retail. If I say no retail, it'll be a lie, but this is retail abundance. Every tower almost has a shop downstairs. Over here, it's very less, okay? This one has no mall, no water body, no real parks, okay? It's still a nice place to live because a lot of people end up living there. This place has retail, has a mall, has schools. This place does have schools, okay? So has schools. It has a metro station coming, right? Gardens, many gardens, metro station. These are actual places, okay? I just don't want to name them because I don't have anything against either of them. Like both can make good investment cases. I'm just trying to get you to understand, okay? This one has a lot of hustle bustle. And while some people prefer to live here, some people love living here. The distance is, this one is closer to Sheikh Zayed Road, which is the main artery of Dubai, okay? You're missing out on a lot of the other things that we know are endemic, okay? It's kind of like if you are a New Yorker and I came to ask you where's the best pizza because I read the reviews online that this shop gives you the best pizza, and you're like, you don't want to go there, that's not the best pizza, the best pizza is here, right? So you got to keep this in mind. I'm going to leave you with one story, okay? This is a true story, I kid you not, okay? In December, somebody very close to me had a little heart situation, okay? And with their heart situation, okay, this is their heart, okay? The first time they did something called, I think they call it an angiography, okay? They do a heart test, okay? This is the first test that gets done by a doctor to, sometimes they put stents in the heart, or they decide what must be done. If it's a stent, it might not solve the problem. The person who was doing this was a top doctor. He was a government top doctor. He did nothing with him. All he did was he looked at him and he said, look, medication will solve your problems and we'll just manage the situation. You don't need a stent, you don't need a bypass, you don't need anything, okay? And me sitting there in the hospital at night, took the reports, put it into AI, ChatGPT or one of them, and ChatGPT said, look, ChatGPT said, we don't know what this doctor is smoking. Your family relative needs urgent care. He should be on a table being operated on. Okay, that's kind of like difficult to handle. We then went to a private doctor who said that this person needs a bypass. And then we went to the top private doctor in the country and he said, no, nothing needed. Right? And each time ChatGPT was saying like, no, he needs an operation. Whereas two top doctors, one from a government institution, so you know that they're not just motivated for money, and one from the top private hospital, like he could mint money on this case in this country, said nothing needed, just medication, right? Whereas ChatGPT kept saying, no, things are serious. You've got to really. So I think ChatGPT was raising the alarm bells based on the report and the numbers in the report, and it was doing the right thing, but the expert said nothing. This one, I don't know why he said that. Okay, so you got to understand, like, ChatGPT is great, AI is great. I use it, I look. I think it's a great assistant, but you've got to know a little bit more about what you're doing as you're making decisions. So just like in this case, I would rely on the expert's advice and not ChatGPT or even an online scientific doctor until we get there, right? Hope this helps. Share it with others. Don't press the like, subscribe, and bell icon. You want to work with me, get in touch with me. There's my WhatsApp number. Bye for now.